Okay, this is gonna kind of go over moving. Um, I cannot tell you how many comments that I've had over the last couple of years that I've been dealing with this, where people are telling me, "Why don't you just move?" I'd be moving. Think about that. And this is only for renters. All right, this is not for homeowners who have to put their house on the market and find another house and go through that whole rigmarole. This is just for renters. You have to find a place. If you have animals, I have dogs. I have four dogs. You have to find a place that will accept pets. You have to put down pet deposits. You have to put down your rent deposit. You have to put down your first and, in some cases, both your first and last month rent. You have to find out which utility company covers it. You have to get your utilities moved. You're probably going to have to put a deposit down on your utilities. And not just your utilities, your cable, your power, in some cases, your water. I pay water here. I rent, but I have to pay my own water. So that's a possibility also. Your trash pickup, if you don't have city pickup, mine is included in my rent, so I'm lucky that way. Um, you have to get everything moved over. Then you have to probably, if you don't do it on a weekend, you're going to have to miss work. You lose income from not working. You have to at least have somebody help you. You got to pack all your stuff up. You got to move all your furniture. You got to load it in the truck and out of the truck and get it in the new place. Unpack the boxes. And guess what? It may not work. You may get everything unpacked, sit down in your new place, and your frickin' lights might start going on and off. It's not a guarantee. Moving is not a viable option, okay? It's a desperation option, to flee. Fight or flee, fight or run. It's much better for you to take your space back from these things and get rid of them for good than to just pack up everything and run. Because and once you do that, they got you. I mean, they got you. And they're not going to leave you now. Like, well, we got them out of this place, just follow them to the next place. So moving is not, what I tell people when they tell me, why don't you move? I tell them, well, you pay for it, I'll be gone tomorrow. You want my PayPal information? And that usually ends that entire discussion. Because it's all fine and good when they're telling you to do it. But if they have to pay for it, well, then all of a sudden it's not such a good option. Imagine. So moving isn't, running is not, you know, I mean, if it's a 300-pound, weightlifter with a knife, I'm probably going to run, to be honest with you. Unless I have a baseball bat somewhere near me, I'm probably going to run to save my ass. But this is an entirely different situation. There's a lot of other factors that you have to take into consideration other than just getting up and walking out the door. Now, if you're that scared, you could do that, just get up and run out. If you don't have animals or you don't care about your stuff or, if you're rich and you can just, replace everything, grab your wallet, your keys and go. If you can do that, then whatever. I mean, but I can't do that. I mean, I'm not rich. So, it's a lot more involved for me to move. And I'd probably get halfway through the process and go, you know what? I'm just going to stay. I'll stay and fight them somehow, which is what I decided to do. I decided to get a couple of teams in here. I've had three teams so far come in and investigate my house. I've had three teams set to come in, but then after they saw my photos and heard the stories, they backed out because They think what's in here could be demonic, and they weren't trained for going up against anything that was demonic, which I understand. They have to think about their team members too. Every single paranormal investigator that's come in this house has been attacked. Every single one of them, like 32 people. Um, so it's a, to stay and fight, it's no picnic either. I mean, but at least that way, I don't have to go through the hell of moving. I like my house, I like it here. I like being out in the country. I like not having neighbors. I like, you know, the peace and quiet. I don't have people coming up to my door. I don't have to listen to people's car stereos outside on the street. I don't have a bunch of annoyances that a lot of people have when they live in town and they have people living on either side of them. So, yeah, moving is not always the best option for people. And most people, um, don't have enough money to just say, screw it, I'll just replace everything and leave. I mean, it'd be great if we could do that, but, I can't do that. So that's why I decided to stay and fight. I've got a new team. I'm trying to schedule to come in here to cleanse the land, and that might bring all this to an end. I'm hoping it will anyway. I'll talk to you later.